it's Pandamogia. I want to do a video about why I regret joining the UK far right. But unfortunately, that's just too boring. Let's talk about the unfiltered drama instead, because that won't get on the news. Did you support Remain? Are you against Islamophobia? Do you want to understand why women, such as a lesbian feminist Anne-Marie Waters, join the far right? Populist right. Why do people support Tommy Robinson, the racist? Are you still confused? Why did your Asian best friend, me, voted Leave? Lucy Brown had these exact questions as well. This is before she became a far-right Barbie. As for me, I aim to create a safe space for those of you who still believe in pronouns, mansplaining, and microaggressions. Like me, you may also believe that Trump has been infested by the devil because he declared anti-fascists as terrorists. If you're like Lucy Brown, the right to openly discuss ideas must be defended, as long as it's compliant with YouTube and Facebook guidelines. In fact, I was part of the Facebook group Lucy name dropped. It was called Young Right Society. Unfortunately, I got banned on that group for openly calling out Nazi hate. I actually got in there before Hope Not Hate cracked down on that group. What an achievement! Lucy hates Hope Not Hate. That's why Lucy Brown is part of the hate club. The more offensive we were, the more they loved it. This is the mindset of the middle-class media film crew behind Tommy Robinson's early success. So these people are Kaylin and George, the two iconic gay guys involved in filming, and Lucy Brown, of course. The right wing are true, but terrible at presenting it. The working class have points, but the middle class have tools. This is what George thought. Lucy Brown aims to paint Tommy Robinson as this nuanced character with multiple facets. Luton's our asshole. Black and white unite. Tommy was disgusted by the EDL spitting on a black child. In fact, ex-jihadist Majid Nawaz, the Muslim, he actually flirted with Tommy Robinson to get him out of the EDL, which stands for English Defence League. But of course, why would Tommy Robinson associate with a Muslim? It's gonna be Zionist Ezra Levant that will give him a better deal. So, Tommy Robinson did give hope to areas affected by gangs. So on some level, he was a grief counsellor. But he was also a salesman as well, trying to sell the idea to people who needed to know what was happening. But behind the scenes of Tommy Robinson, his world was very, very chaotic. So within these protests that Tommy Robinson organised, there was a lot of unruly behaviour. And a lot of this behaviour would actually horrify Lucy, Kaylin and George. Though Tommy Robinson would like to throw the odd punch, harass a Muslim driver just to get content. Cruelty got clicks. But to everyone else in the group, the cause against Islamism and the national disgrace of the grooming gangs, that was more important. So a Muslim guy recognised Lucy Brown. I want justice for white women who are raped too. Lucy Brown has found a Muslim suitor to marry. But it had to be Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson stuck his tongue down her throat at one night they were drinking. Why, Tommy? You had plenty of other groupies in your war against Islam. That's your right as a married man. But you're not a Muslim. Tommy, you overspent, you needed your coke and your escorts. Ultimately, he made Lucy feel like she was babysitting a drug addict rock star. We'll probably lose a civil war anyway. Muslims don't drink. This is what Kaylin said. Lucy Brown's association with Tommy Robinson got her on Antifa's hit list to get punched. She had to quit her normal job, and her family were harassed. Lucy Brown has made her bed with the far right. But the cause against Islamism was just more important to her. Things are getting good for Tommy Robinson. Tommy's supposed to stand up for gangs. He is feeding drugs to a girl 10 years younger after she was... And he's able to support his family lifestyle and cocaine use. Tommy Robinson felt he was finally in this position to meet Nigel Farage for a pint. But nah, Tommy Robinson's too much of a thug. It had to be Imam Tawhidi, an Iranian Shia reformist, who would take on that offer. To me, this seems like Iranians are better able to assimilate with Tommy Robinson than a reformist politician. So, it looks like Tommy Robinson could have made peace with maybe some Iranian Muslims, but unfortunately the news on Lauren Southern came out. Another far-right Barbie. It's disgusting. Tommy's supposed to stand up for gangs. He is feeding drugs to a girl 10 years younger after she was raped by his mate from Luton. Tell me that's not a gang, said Kaylin. I talk more about this in this 2-minute video. I can't believe we made this guy famous. It's so wrong. Fast forward, Tommy Robinson is organising his Day for Freedom rally with a lot of right-wing e-celebrities. Most of them out of the scene now, apart from Tommy Robinson. Perhaps that's because there was just so much revolting banter. Gavin McInnes actually told a mixed-race girl, Janiyah, that he can give her the mostest racist F ever. I guess that's just free speech. And Ali Dawah, a Muslim, wanted to test Tommy Robinson on this. On stage, there's going to be a Muslim, a drag queen, and Tommy Robinson. Let's do it, said Tommy Robinson. But Ali Dawah didn't speak in the event. Was this the fault of Tommy Robinson fans who beat Ali Dawah up? Nah, let's just blame it on Lucy Brown. So Tommy Robinson's misogynistic fanboys transferred all the rage against Ali Dawah onto Lucy, the chosen sacrificial lamb. Tommy Robinson was arrested for breach of peace, and prison turned him into an unstoppable martyr. The misogyny and hatred only got worse for Lucy. Jobless, mental health breakdowns, all because she allegedly fancied Tommy Robinson, and she is this money-grabbing, harassing whore. Lucy finally decided to book a mental health appointment with the GP. The GP was a Muslim woman, pained by Lucy's self-harming behaviour. Majid Nawaz also showed sympathy and understood what she was up against. Is Lucy Brown now going to be a Muslim lefty sellout? A feminist from Vice Media contacted Lucy Brown. Did the far right ruin your life? Lucy Brown couldn't answer. Lucy Brown couldn't accept any support from the BBC, Hope Not Hate, unlike her buddy Kaylin. Lucy wanted to present some nuance. Some journalists actually agreed with Lucy's points, but they just didn't have the balls to publish it. Looks like white left-wing journalists are just leaving the dirty work to us ethnic minorities to do. So Lucy decided to go on a camp with some Nazis instead. Apparently all of them have autism. Even Mustache Man would want all of these autistic guys unalived. This is just too much for Lucy. So ultimately she just couldn't pick a side, just like Lauren Southern. Everyone hates her. Is Lucy Brown going to join Club 27? The good news is Tommy Robinson did eventually apologise and paid Lucy Brown for her loyalty. But then he didn't pay her back. Lucy just couldn't identify Tommy Robinson as a demon. Lucy Brown felt like she was one of the few white women who stood up for the movement, and she wasn't a groupie. Oh, Lucy Brown. Why? I think feminist Andrea Dworkin was actually right about what happens to right-wing women.